It's previews everywhere, but nothing under $5. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the world's finest. And in this review I'll be reviewing two books with very similar outlines. In this review I'll be reviewing Avengers issue number 0 and All New All Different Marvel .1. The reason I say these two books are very similar is A, they're $5. B, they're samplers of several different books we're going to be reading over the course of the next, I saw January mentioned, so let's say January, so we're in October, November, December, January, over the next 3 months. We'll start with Avengers issue 0. Both of these books have a main focal point. For Avengers 0, it's Squadron Supreme telling the tales as we jump from chapter to chapter with different artwork and stories by the creative teams that will be taking over the respective books. And in All New All Different .1, which Mike will show you guys the cover and the art now as well, that centers around Maestro and Contest of Champions, which I have reviewed. It's on Comic Frontline. If you'd like to check it out, go check it out there. With Avengers, though, we have Squadron Supreme talking about all the different Avengers teams. You get to see a little bit of A-Force, I believe. You get to see a little bit of Uncanny Avengers, story with Deadpool joining, possibly becoming an Avenger, but we all know he is going to become an Avenger. You get, Ultimates, where Miss, what's her name? Yeah, I think it's Miss America. She ends up joining them. And then the ending has Squadron Supreme setting up, you know, to watch over and to become the next squadron that is supreme when the Avengers fall apart at some point. With the All New, All Different .1, Maestro is looking for contestants, but obviously because it's a sampler book, he's touching on different superheroes like Daredevil, where this guy wants, you know, he's obsessed with Daredevil and he meets Daredevil in the end of the story. We get introduced to Venom, who's in Contest of Champions. We get a Carnage story. That's actually the story that opens the book up. Very interesting stuff there. We got a... Jeez, I'm trying to remember what stories we got in .1. .1 kind of went over my head. The Avenger book was a little bit more drawn out, but we got a Carnage story. There was a Shield story that was mentioned, I believe. There was a Rocket and Groot story, which again, I'm not grabbing that book. It just doesn't hold me as well. And I believe this is a mention of... Yeah, this was the Shield story. And that's really it. These sampler books were quick. You know, they really just explained things and then they went off. In the Avenger book, there was a story about Vision. This one, in All New, All Different .1, there's an Inhuman story. Again, though, all of these stories just feel like setups or samplers. I will say I'm a little iffy on the artwork for Daredevil, just a little bit. I'm starting to really worry about that book. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I trust Charles Soule. And then at the end of the All New, All Different .1, somebody comes back from the dead. I won't spoil that. And at the very end of Avengers number 0, like I said, we get to see the new Squadron Supreme. These are sampler books. If you want a little peek into what's to come for any of the Avenger books or any of the new, all different books coming out, I would definitely say check these books out. But again, I must warn you guys, these are $5.99 books. These are $6. I always say 5 because I'm not used to saying 6, but these are $6 books. Pick and choose at your discretion. If you know for a fact you're not going to be picking up all the Avenger books, like any of the Avenger books, Avengers 0 is something you might not need. If you already know what you're getting with All New, All Different Marvel, and you don't want little extra stories to show you what's coming, maybe you don't want All New, All Different .1. They did this with Marvel Now. There was a Marvel Now .1. There were several .1s that have come out each and every year. Again, these are just small stories setting up for the main attraction, which is the main series, which will be starting up from now, October, all the way through to January. So again, rating wise, I can't rate this because these are they're sample stories. Are they interesting? Yes. Would I say go out and buy them? I can't say that because these are $6 books. I leave it up to you guys. That's the best thing I could say for this. And that's really all I could say for this review. So, as always, guys, let me know in the description, in the comments below, what you guys think about Avengers Zero and All New, All Different Point 1. Personally, some good stories, some interesting stories, some good artwork, some artwork. Let me know. And while you're down there, in the description, there's a bunch of links to a bunch of different things. Check them out at your free time. Lots of really great stuff going on all over the place. New York Comic Con is officially over with now, and we're trying to catch up on all the reviews on this channel. I apologize in advance. There are going to be a lot. This is the first video of many. We tried to group as many of our books together as we could. Unfortunately, though, there's still a hefty amount of reviews. No matter what we did, there was still a lot. So we're trying our best to lighten the amount of videos going up by adding more books to our reviews. But unfortunately, there's still going to be a few, so I'm just going to try to stretch it out throughout the whole day. Maybe even a little bit past Frontline Live. The recap, however, will be recorded tomorrow night after Frontline Live. It will not be going up with the reviews today, but maybe we'll do the intro on Wednesday morning instead. We'll see. Anyway, with that, that's it for this review, guys. Take care, keep reading, keep collecting. Stay tuned. There's a lot more to come. And I'll see you guys really soon in the next video.